Hi, my name is Benjamin Katz and welcome back to the 48 State Ice Cream Review, where today I'm at La Fresa in Corpus Christi, Texas, trying the two flavors Eggnog and Chamoy. Let's start with the Eggnog. It's a beautiful yellow color, a bit inauthentic to the original dish, but still looks appealing enough. So the way this texture is leads me to believe they are including a considerable amount of alcohol in here. Not enough to be considered alcoholic, but enough to mess with the texture of the ice cream. There seems to be a separation in the emulsification to the point that there are sort of ice crystals, ice shards sort of spread throughout the ice cream in an even distribution. It's possible that the water crashed out of the solution while it was freezing and it created this texture, or it was improperly stored. In either case, the flavor itself is good. I am getting that strong eggnog flavor, the nutmeg coming through, the sort of notes of alcohol being complemented and dumbed down with the rich cream and the egg. It is a delicious flavor. The texture is a bit off-putting, and it reminds me more of a sorbet than an ice cream, but it is still absolutely worthwhile. Let's move next to Chamoy. This is a flavor that the workers didn't really know how to describe. It doesn't really have a one-to-one translation. I looked it up, and it's apparently a fermented fruit-based sauce that's typically enjoyed with fruit. It has a lovely red color, and I'm very curious to see how it turns out, because I don't think I've had anything like this flavor before, if I understand it correctly. I did not know what to expect, but it was not this. It kind of tastes like a sweet sriracha. It's good. Mind you, I don't dislike it. It's just strange. There is that sort of tingle on the back palate that I get with fermented items. And it does have the texture of a sorbet. It's very icy. It's essentially one solid chunk, more or less. So the texture's not the best, but the flavor is curious enough to keep me coming back for more. Yeah, it's kind of like if ketchup was an ice cream. I like ketchup. I don't know if I want that as the sole flavor. If it existed as part of a larger flavor, more mix-ins, more variety, I think I would prefer it more. But on its own, I don't think it's able to hold its weight. Or maybe it's an acquired taste and I just haven't gotten the acquired taste yet. In either case, I'm not the biggest fan of this flavor specifically. Let's try the two together now and see if the condiment goes well in the eggnog. Yeah, there's just some aftertaste that I can't get over. My palate is just not ready for this flavor. So even with the combination, the more I eat the chamoy, the less I'm kind of enjoying it, which is unfortunate. But I suppose there's no getting around it. Now, being in Corpus Christi, we are very close to the Mexican border, and I am starting to see a much higher density of Mexican ice cream shops. I do love La Fresa. It has a good vibe, good prices, good customer service, overall friendly atmosphere, and some authentic flavors too. They had fresas as well, and popsicles or ice cream bars. I don't know exactly what they are. I haven't had one yet. I think I'll have one eventually. But overall, this place seems perfectly suited for any ice cream or frozen dessert needs. And for $5.50 for this 2-scoop, I think it's very reasonably priced. All homemade, of course, and well made at that. Though the texture can, I think, be improved a little bit, either with storage or with mixing and churning processes. And so that brings me to my closing thoughts. Sometimes the unique flavors are the ones that you are curious about, but ultimately don't end up loving. That's not the fault of the ice cream shop, that's the fault of my own palate. I love La Fresa and everything it stands for. I love the $5.50 2-scoop ice cream. I love the variety of flavors and the homemade elements. If I come back to Corpus Christi, I know there are a couple other options that I could try out, so I'll probably do that before coming back to La Fresa. But for a local who wants some good Mexican ice cream, while not being actually south of the border, I think this is a great option. If you like this video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing, or go to finefiltermarketing.com for more on the journey. Thank you.